Hello, this is the MOBCAST. We're minus Dave this week, so I've kind of had to take over as being the host.
He's been substituted by a girl.
Yes, and another Josh.
You can barely tell a difference.
Okay, so
I'm 6 foot tall, dark haired.
Okay, so I'm Josh Simmonds.
I'm Emily.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Josh Peace.
Hey, right, so
Shit, I should have gone for other Dave.
Other Dave.
Yeah, I'm other Dave.
Yeah, so we got two Joshes, so we're just gonna have to deal with that.
Josh. What are you talking about?
So yeah, usually we just kind of start off, just kind of think about what we've seen recently, what we've done recently, games-wise, movie-wise, TV-wise.
Not a lot.
No.
No. Dark Souls.
I've just been
Dark
modding.
Souls. Modding.
Modding Skyrim. Although I do have Team Fortress and Borderlands, and I haven't played either of them. So if at any point you want to see me catastrophically fail at a new game that I've never played before.
I got Team Fortress the day I got Steam because it was free.
Yeah.
And I played it once.
I didn't realise it was
and
free.
that was it.
Same.
One of my friends has more
crap.
than 1,000 hours. I think like a crazy amount of hours logged on it.
What for? Hats?
Yeah.
It's such a dull game. I've played so many games like that. Oh, I had it on the orange box, which I had till recently, but I sold that.
That was old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Half-Life
I've never
2,
played the
Portal 1.
Oh, I did finish Portal 1 recently.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 About 10 years too late.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's not really anything I can say about it that brings anything new that no one else has said before. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I used to love games like that when I used to play them. I used to play like the original Unreal tournaments and stuff, and they were great for that kind of gameplay, like the whole kind of team, like capture the flag and team deathmatch things, and that was just brilliant. I must have been about, I don't know, between the ages of 12 to 15, so I'd sit in my room with this old ass fucking PC thing, which took up most of my desk space, listening to like Bullet for My Valentine or something that equally crap, just playing Unreal Tournament
Were
constantly.
you wearing mascara and eyeliner as well?
No, I wasn't quite that bad. But yeah, you used to just sit there. I used to play against NPCs because I didn't have an internet connection.
See, I think that's what failed my school life. Because the moment I went into secondary school, it was like, laptop.
Yeah.
Who else has got a laptop? Right, what free game is there? Unreal Tournament. Right, all pile onto that.
Yeah. As soon as we got like good at strategy games, you could boot Age of Empires from one disc on 4 different computers, which we talked about before. And I just, all 4 of us we boot it up separately and then start a LAN game between us. So we just use the one disc and pass it round as we're playing. Yeah, it was great. We used to just have 4-way big wars and battles and stuff, which is kind of a slightly nerdy way to pass the time, but it was enjoyable.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I loved
So-
it. Playing on, you know that game Warhammer?
Yeah.
The 40,000, well there's that strategy one with that.
Dawn of War,
That's
yeah.
it.
I had that. That was one of the later ones because that's when they started using like 3D models. I remember playing
That's it.
Warcraft Orcs and Humans.
God,
Yeah,
yes.
just a bunch of pixels running at each other. Well, not even running, slowly dragging themselves across the screen.
Moving from pixel to pixel.
I didn't actually play that until I'd already played the second one. I had it on PlayStation, Warcraft 2, Age of some Darkness thing, whatever it was, and that's when they introduced the undead and stuff. And what else? And the elves, I think. I can't remember. It's fucking old, man. And then I thought, I'll go back and I'll play the first one. And I was like, I've never regretted something more than getting this game. It's fucking terrible. But at least I got it for the history. It's so cheesy as well.
So I went from Roller Coaster Tycoon 1,
Yes.
which was an epic game, to Theme Hospital,
Yeah.
to Settlers 2.
I had the Settlers. I had on the Sega Mega Drive. I had like a roller coaster, like Tycoon manager thing. It was the dullest game I've ever had, and like they didn't even have
Was it
like
Theme
you
Park
just basically
World?
sit. It was something like that. Yeah, maybe that was it. That might have
Theme
been
Park World was horrifically bad.
Yeah.
The only good thing about it was
Half the
you
game
could,
was
you
meetings
could
where
ride.
it's just 2 silhouettes just moving and then text at the bottom. It was like, oh come on, Jesus Christ.
Well, one of my friends came up with one of the best ways to get a rating in Roller Coaster Tycoon is that she had a roller coaster, like back before I knew her, she developed a roller coaster that would just launch the passengers into the other theme park, so they wouldn't die in her park, they'd die in the other one.
Yeah, you could just stop the roller coaster, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Just launch
Brilliant.
into the world.
And so the rating in the other one would drop, and so hers would go up by comparison.
That's great. Oh no.
I always hated because you could get one that was based on
You've killed all your customers.
based on one in Brighton. It was like the shuttle loop. It would just go round like that and then up. And every single time you build one, you have to sort of stick it on test and then just put the speed up by 1, because it'll go up by 1. Put it all the way up, just go. Space.
At least if it's in
Waste
Brighton, it
of
lands in
money.
the sea.
Build it again.
Oh god, yeah.
Just
I used to
equip them
build
with,
on
like,
big
floating
corkscrews that
vests.
go all the way up. That would have been disgusting in real life.
Or picking people up and just throwing them in the pond where you
Yeah,
have the
you drop them
rowboats.
somewhere.
It's like, guest 3,220 has died. Or you find a favourite and you name him.
Yeah, you just follow them around.
Yeah, it's like,
It's just
Josh
walking
is
around.
on the twisted thing. It's like, oh.
Doesn't enjoy the meals.
Yeah.
Damn it. Was sick. Oh,
I
great.
failed
What's wrong
you.
with
You just
Oh.
see Tunt.
Yeah.
You trusted me and I failed you, Master Bruce.
That's where I thought my dad who.
Curse your inevitable betrayal.
I saw him on this ride. Yeah, that's what he said.
Brilliant.
Oh god.
Janice.
So yeah, about games, what's come out this week? There has been Goat Simulator. We've just watched the video.
Oh
from.
god, that
It's
is
just
just ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Everyone
Brilliant.
has jumped onto that.
Yeah. What's the tenner? It's £9.95, I think.
Yeah.
Really? No,
Um,
that was cheap.
I have
That's
9
good.
pence to my name.
Yeah,
That is
you're lucky.
£9.85 more than I can afford right now.
Yeah, around that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother doing the maths.
No,
But,
£9.86.
86, yeah. But
A whole 2
Best
pence.
start saving.
Yeah.
I think the videos are enough for me because they kind of show you everything that gets done. It's quite a small map, unless they start releasing DLC.
They will.
Goat Simulator expansion packs and stuff.
Of course.
You've got like train simulator that's been going for.
Oh,
years
there's all
and
sorts
years.
of
The conductor.
There's over.
The conductor.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's another one of the Inside Gaming videos. That's incredible.
Yeah,
did
there's
you
like,
guys go on Google for April Fool's Day?
No.
Oh,
Did you
there
not
was
see
there
the
was a
Google
Google's
Maps?
map Pokemon map thing.
Yeah. You could
I-
go and catch Pokemon on Google Maps.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
And you guys
fair.
missed it.
Oh, I'm sure you can go on it. There's hundreds of.
Somebody's
Google
probably got some
Googles.
kind of frame save.
I got an Eevee.
If you go onto Google now and type in do the barrel roll.
There
Do it.
No.
Oh,
Do
okay.
it. It's amazing.
we go.
Again?
I think it's do a barrel roll or do the barrel roll.
This is Star Fox, isn't it? Do a barrel roll Google. It's like when you Google Zergrush and then all the zeros just eat everything on the screen. You just can't win. They got full of things like that. I think. Come on,
Is it Google goggles that you can look at different...
Google Glass.
No, not
Google-
Google Glass. That's the actual... I think there's...
Me and a friend of mine, we swear we came up with Google Glass years ago. Is this it? Do a barrel roll Google trick.
That's telling you how to do it. If you just type in do a barrel roll into
Oh.
Google.
Into Google, yeah.
Well, it
The whole screen just goes "Whoa," and you're like.
right,
There's a whole host of tricks you
oh,
can
come
do.
on. Jesus.
Search it. Do a barrel roll.
Oh!
So exciting.
Well done, Google.
Amazing.
You've made my day.
You've done a thing with a thing.
And then
Don't just Google, right? They're
The-
amazing.
Google have literally said that their goal is to get all the knowledge in the world, and knowledge is power. So
kill the
I
O's.
just kind of resigned myself to the fact that they will
Oh,
eventually
dear.
take
Oh
over.
no, they're here.
You've
Yeah,
got
I'm
to
not
destroy
gonna-
the O's.
Yeah, you have to kill them all. For Zergrush, if you Google Zergrush, you have to basically fight
What
an
happens if
impossible
you
game.
don't?
You can't win.
You can't.
So it doesn't make any difference no matter how much you click. You always lose.
Well, there's another one, wasn't there?
There's a bunch. So look, you scroll down and they start eating the top.
This is just
Yeah.
amazing.
No,
It's like
Wikipedia.
Google's destroying
no.
itself.
Nobody's ever been on any of those links. And then when they've eaten it all, you get a little symbol that pops up. Bit of a nerdy reference when it's finished. Come on.
Eventually, with your red and yellow.
Red and yellow O's. Red and yellow O's.
Red and yellow. Cheerios.
Here we go. Here we go.
GG.
GG!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Gosh.
yeah.
I haven't heard GG since I played League like yesterday. when you fail and everyone's like GG.
Yeah, fuck off. Oh.
BG, you bastards.
So what else has happened this week? Well, obviously besides, I mean, we said the April Fool's Day thing. There was a bunch of just really crap April Fools yesterday.
Everyone on
cream
Tumblr just got a
squares.
hat.
God,
Cream what?
Cream squegs.
Oh.
Square cream eggs. It's just the dumbest, stupidest
Well, a
idea
couple,
ever.
couple of years ago, the BBC done like the
Oh, yeah.
entire world has exploded.
We are
Writing
this from
this
the
article
afterlife.
from the afterlife. Brilliant.
Yeah.
The only
Amazing.
good one I did see again was Inside Gaming. They basically just wrote that YouTube had banned all gameplay videos, and like it started off like they started off making it sound vaguely feasible, and then like as it got on, they're like, well, the guys from Mojang, they thought, well, if you can't play Minecraft online, maybe they can play Minecraft in real life. They'll send you, they'll pay and they'll send you over to South Africa to dig diamonds in a mine and fight off wolves and stuff. It was really well done, and obviously as it got on, it just got more and more ridiculous. But yeah, no, it's good,
Brilliant.
really good. I think
I'm
something
sure
like,
someone has tried to replicate Minecraft in real life, but just with cardboard boxes.
yeah, I think that would be good for immersion. Rooster Teeth immersion. They've released their newest one from the second season this morning, which is split screen. So they black out some paintball masks and they go paintballing, and they have a camera on top, and inside the paintball mask has a screen which displays their camera. So it's Gavin has his camera at the top, and then Michael's at the bottom. So like you can screen peek, and is it any help? And Michael's like falling in holes and stuff. And Gavin, they're paintballing, and Gavin's a complete pansy. He's running around as he does, and like one of them blows up a grenade on themselves. It's brilliant. It's so good. So the new season should be started because it was their 11th anniversary yesterday. So yeah, it should be
That
the new
reminds me
season of immersion should be
GoldenEye
good.
64 when you're playing against each other, but you can see someone else. She's like, "Oh, I know who you are," and you're trying to find
One
them.
that Gavin did was really funny actually because he could see like that Michael was in a similar tunnel to him. He's like, is that the corner man? He just sticks his foot out. He goes, I can see my foot! Just down the other end of the corridor on the bottom screen. It's just so disorientating.
Brilliant.
Just great. So, yeah.
Facebook bought
Oculus
Oh,
Rift.
yeah.
Well, they don't own it apparently.
They don't, oh.
I don't know. There was a video. I think Polaris put out a video today or yesterday, and I didn't watch it.
Razer have just released a wearable drone system.
I think that was an April Fool's.
That would have been damn it.
So,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
God, why am I so stupid?
Also, I think the League of Legends thing you were talking about yesterday was also something to do with
What,
April
Earth?
Fools.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Earth was a playable character. He's like a manatee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember you saying that at the beginning.
And-
Because I was like,
Warwick, which was a werewolf, killed him on April the 1st, and you can actually play Warwick in an Earth suit, in Earth skin. So they've just brought out Ultra Rapid Fire, which is the URF. And I played a couple of games like this, just absolutely mental. It's just 100 miles per hour the entire game. Like, there's a champion called Kha'Zix who has, one of his things is like, he's got 2 giant scythes, and that cooldown is meant to be like 10 seconds, and it does so much damage. But it's like on a 0.7 second cooldown, so you can use that.
spam, 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 spam.
You can use that quicker than you can auto attack.
Jesus.
And because there's no mana cost, you just like Q. And it's just like everyone dies. You're like,
Bloody hell.
well, that was that.
Yeah. Thing is, I never let myself get into like MOBA games and stuff because I know I will never stop.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
It is really hard.
Yeah. I had that problem before. I really wanted to play Smite, but I knew that I just wouldn't stop
boring.
playing it. Oh, it's still.
Shocking. Like same as Dota 2. I tried playing Dota 2 the other day. What was going on? I was like, guys, I'm a noob. And he was like, oh, just throw him up top with this dude. So I was like, okay. So I was like,
Every time I've joined like some kind of online game with some kind of community, there's always somebody who's got to be a dick. The first time I played Minecraft online, I never did it again afterwards because my connection wasn't great. But first time I did it, I bumped into these 2 guys. We had to get on this weird airship to go to some part of this level. It was some weird kind of like RPG world where it was all modded and stuff. I was like, okay, so I met up these 2 guys that both had like diamond armor, and they were like, hey, we need 3 people to do this. I was like, okay, cool. They had a little thing that said you need 3 people. So yeah, we'll go to this place, and I was like, yeah, and they were like, we'll help you out and stuff. I was like, great.
Is it like the Valley
And
of Death?
no, it was just a regular place. We transported there, and we all went out, like the 3 of us. And then, like, I noticed they weren't like walking at the same speed as me. And they were just behind me. They killed me. And I was like, "Fuck, of course, great." And I put it in the message like, "Yeah, fair play, right? Obviously, I shouldn't have trusted you, but well done." And then, like, I bumped into one of them later. He just fell off like a roof above me, and he turned around and he just goes, team. I was like, all right then, I'll see if and then he called over his mate. He's like, mate, it's the guy. Like, okay, so like, we'll give it another go. And then obviously they killed me again. I was like, right, fuck it.
Why? Why don't you trust someone?
They'd done it once. I didn't expect them to, because like, I had nothing
Like,
on me.
Once, shame on you.
They killed the last of your innocence that day.
So I stopped
You weren't
playing.
there
No, I played a lot of Minecraft single. I haven't played it in about a year or two now. I've just kind of given up. I watch lots of videos like the Achievement Hunter guys playing it.
Who doesn't? Who
but,
doesn't?
But yeah, that's about it. I haven't played. Tried to play it once this year, and I got bored. So.
Yeah.
And mine's like I've got like the Feed the Beast mod and all that kind of. There's really kind of ridiculously over the top ones. So I'm just like fuck it, just cheating a load of shit. And then you're like I'm done. I'm bored now.
I stopped playing with the Tech It mod. I created a nuclear power plant and then just sort of like, well, that's my life over.
On regular survival, I built a giant castle on like hard, and it was all like all the brick was like baked stone brick, and then turned into little. You know, it had like walls around it. It had like 8 or 9 different buildings. It was like fucking huge, and it was just mental. And it was all built inside a forest, so I had to deforest an area before I could use it. And it snowed all the time, so I had to dig up all the snow all the time. And I built this giant thing, and then I just thought, fuck it, I'm not going to bother with this anymore. There was a giant frozen lake in there as well, so if I wanted to fish, I had to build like a big canopy building to go fishing in so that it wouldn't snow on it again and freeze it.
Oh man, my brother, I went on his Minecraft. He's got it on his little iPad thing.
Oh yeah, my little sister's
Basically, he's enclosed all these animals in there. What the fuck?
Edgar.
So, yeah, he was just
Has
like.
he got them fighting to the death, fighting for survival? They can only be
Yeah.
one.
They were just everywhere. He had like a ship full of animals, and I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll set them free, and I set them free by using TNT, by putting it all over everywhere, including like my other brother Connor. He's got his own little building.
Yeah.
And he basically saw all these TNT, and he was like, "What's that?" And I was just like, "Oh, what's this?" I just pressed the button, and all he saw was just like,
It just
and everything just went glitched, and then he was like. His face was a picture.
I actually
It was...
broke my computer doing that. I had Minecraft and I just put about 30 nukes down.
Yeah.
Flew up into the edge, and it went like that.
Done.
And just that was it for about 3 hours. I was like, oh, what have I done?
I've got to unplug it from the
Yeah.
wall. Just give up now. I could never get World Edit to work, the mod, so my builds when I was building stuff would just always be like done by hand. And I tried to do this giant like hell thing, like Dis, the city of hell, and so I built it. Basically, I just dug like a 4x4 hole in the ground, and filled it with TNT all the way down to bedrock, and lit it. Somehow, about 20 minutes later, my computer decided that it was going to do the next frame. And then the next frame, and I came back to it like the day after because I thought I just want to see how it looks. I don't need my computer at the moment, so I just left it overnight. I came back to it the day after, and there was just nothing. It just turned. It's like the chunk had just deleted itself. So it was like a perfectly square hole. Like, oh, fuck. So yeah, I gave up with that. I kind of got bored of it. Oh god, yeah. My old housemates as well. He didn't have his own copy of Minecraft. So he used to play on mine all the time. And so like I'd come home and just find him in my room just playing with Minecraft. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He got quite addicted to it. But he wouldn't, like, I always liked to build and like make stuff and do all the crazy stuff. And he would just dig. He would literally just dig. He'd just sit there holding left mouse button.
Does he
just
have
digging.
any problems?
I don't know. Bless him. Yeah. He did manage to find like the perfect, like the most efficient way to mine and know exactly what's around you. It was really weird. He spent way too much time on that.
Did he have like a written algorithm for it then?
It wouldn't surprise me if he did somewhere, just like
Just pulls
scratched
out
in
your
blood in
board.
his bedroom wall.
Goodwill Hunting.
Just goes outside, just punching trees in the neck. Oh, man. So
So
yeah, I was
it's
going to say
applied
like,
to
that
real
would be good
life.
for immersion. I hope they've done that. Like, could you do that in like real life? Could you punch wood until you can you make a tool by punching it, and then can you use that tool to punch something else and build something? Or if they just leave Gavin and Michael out for a night and just like in the woods and see how long they last.
It
That would be
happens probably
perfect.
quite some time unless they encounter a particularly vicious badger. I'm not entirely sure that they could take on
Well,
a
if
badger.
you've seen Gavin in the paintball, then you see he's just a complete pansy when it comes to things. Oh my god. I've never seen someone run like a fairy more than him. Hilarious. Bless him.
Especially if we could literally give someone a diamond sword
Yeah.
to defend themselves with.
Just imagine how angry Michael would get with him as well. Gavin would just fuck about and he'd kill him, he'd murder him.
Rage quit in real life.
Yeah.
It really would be.
Fuck this, I'm out.
Yes.
Take a diamond sword to the head.
just impale himself with the tree.
Spent ages punching this tree. Look at this twig. Fucking hell.
Can you imagine if they bribed doctors enough to let them do surgeon simulation
Oh
in real life?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That would be fucking...
Bit dark. Oh man.
Whilst in space.
Just on the rom-com it'd be fine. Just Gavin and Mike. The thing is, Gavin's so bad with throwing up and things like that, isn't he? So, well, I don't know if he seems to be just weird like images like wet bread and stuff that sets him off. Like,
Wet bread.
Yeah, just the thought of wet bread. Like they say it on the podcast every now and then, and he just starts retching. They've got like a little bin next to him just in case someone says wet bread.
I can sort of see where he's coming from. Wet bread is pretty horrendous.
Yeah. I think they were playing Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Trouble in
Terrorist.
What?
The Gary's Mod game type.
Oh, right.
And you can have your own like customized spray decal.
Yeah.
And like, everybody put this to just images of wet bread. He was just walking around like, oh, they had to leave the room.
He would not like it in Hereford. Natalie and I
God.
went to the duck pond to feed the ducks bread, and it was like virtually, I don't know, pond edge to pond edge was just bread.
Just bread.
Because
They're not meant to eat bread. It kills them.
Like whole slices. They didn't even bother tearing it up at this point. They just threw it.
Just
like a battle boy, they just
like
chuck the
a
fucking
tiger
loaf.
bread carb or something. Just floating around.
There were donuts in there as
With a
well.
sliced loaf.
Why haven't
Well, we've got it in
done
the
that?
garden because people keep chucking bread out.
Yeah.
It's just soggy bits of bread in the garden.
The ducks were actually trying to swim through the bread. Like they were little ice floes.
That's a brilliant idea.
Be like
Make a
swimming
boat
in
out
porridge.
of tiger bread. Just let it harden. Cut out the...
I think they do things like that. They used to be able to build boats out of like frozen sawdust.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was actually
And doesn't melt or something. Either,
Yeah.
'cause it just,
And it's really hard. Like it's really effective
tough.
against blast.
and you
because the
can't see it on a radar.
That's
And
awesome.
Winston Churchill, I think it was developed just
Something.
at the end of one of the world wars, and Winston Churchill was like, "This is the future," and then the war stopped.
And the war stopped. They were just like, it's all right. I'll just go on Snapchat and Facebook and
Yeah.
fuck all for the rest of our generation and whatever. I'm great.
Minecraft.
Minecraft, yeah. God, so we should move on to telly, as we have something happening this weekend, next weekend. 6th, isn't it?
Oh, what? Game of Thrones? Fuck, I really need to catch up.
It's the
I am.
2nd today.
Yes.
When after we were hoping to record
I know,
a bit of a catch-up spoiler cast before.
But I've been so fucking
Before-
useless.
well, we could do it just after when Dave's back, because when's it? 6th. It's the 2nd today. So the 6th will be.
Saturday.
Is Dave ever coming back?
Well, it's Thursday.
Sunday.
Today. Monday.
Well,
Would it be?
It's Wednesday.
He's certainly not
today.
coming back
Is it
for the end of
Wednesday?
the Easter
Okay.
holiday.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
no,
When this
he's
comes
got-
out,
yeah,
it'll be
he's gone
Thursday.
for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. When
He's
it comes out,
literally-
it's Thursday.
he's gone with his women in.
He's gone to a
I
stag
believe-
do, hasn't he? Dave.
Eh?
Dave's gone to a stag do, hasn't he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what Dave is.
That
He's,
is
he's
good
going
to
to
last
have like
until
20
after
women alongside
Whoa.
each other. Sorry, just attack you with my hand.
Dave the Magnet.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody
So
hell.
is that stag do actually going to last until after Easter? Because he's not
Pretty-
coming back.
Is he not coming back at all?
No.
He's going to come back when we're back.
Oh,
He's going to
right.
crawl back through
Yeah,
the
crawl,
doorway.
Just a bottle of WWE shoved in
Yeah.
his ear.
So many women.
Lipstick
covered
marks
in
all
lipstick.
over.
Salt
Yeah.
from tequila and cocaine running in his nose. You're like,
It's just a
just lemon rinds in his teeth.
Occasionally you'll see like a patch of skin that isn't covered by lipstick.
He had a really bad tattoo as well. Just like a bunch of names down his thigh, like the inside of his thigh or something. Really bad, like Speedo lines as well. Still in his Speedos. Oh, sorry,
And you
Dave.
know that at least one person would have done like the whole drawing a bra and sun cream.
Little big penis on his back. He's gonna listen to this when I upload it because he's giving me the stuff to upload it. He's gonna listen to this like tomorrow evening. And be
He's
like,
like, what the fuck?
cheers, guys. Not only,
It's
did
because
you,
we love him.
He's
Yeah.
not
Because
gonna
we
be
love
happy,
you,
is
Dave.
he? He's not gonna.
not only did you fuck up the podcast, you also took the piss
Sorry,
out of it.
Dave.
Sorry, Dave.
Well, this is what happens.
It's just 'cause we're jealous that he's having fun.
gallivanting.
We're gonna have to do this like this for the next 3-4 weeks then.
Yeah.
Yeah, without
Just
Dave.
sort of,
Ha ha, Dave, we've replaced you.
With a woman,
No
except
longer your podcast.
the woman is leaving, so then you're going to have to be other Dave.
Yeah, okay, I'll be Dave.
The new Dave.
I'm going back because I'm too poor to live here
I
anymore.
hate everything that isn't Memento.
Yeah, I have that up there.
Oh my gosh. He's got the film. He's got the.
gave it to me after recording the last podcast.
It
He
is a
gave
good
me
film.
Memento, and I just haven't watched it.
Oh, it is good.
I was like, cheers. I was stood at that at the door. Cheers. Yeah, I'll watch this. Put it on top of the TV, and it hasn't moved since. It's been a week.
So you put it on.
You just
Maybe I've got to go to a barbecue tonight, which is a bit weird looking at the weather.
yeah.
It's not. It's quite warm, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I know it's humid.
It's horrible.
Minging.
It's good
So
for storms.
yeah, Dave,
It's
I'll
like
watch
going through
Memento
sweat.
at some point.
It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So Game of Thrones is coming out soon, so we'll have to do some kind of spoiler cast on that at some point.
Without
Hopefully,
me.
we'll find out some more information about the Game of Thrones game as well.
Oh,
No,
Telltale's Game of Thrones
Telltale's,
games.
yeah.
Yes.
They've been pretty quiet about it, but they're
Not necessarily a good thing.
well, it's. I mean, so far we're hearing more about Borderlands.
When we heard about it is when they got the
Um,
idea to do it. What the hell is
yeah.
on my hand? What did I
Do you want
touch?
to know?
Ew.
Do you really want
It's
to
just
say
like
it on the
black
podcast?
powder. It was like black powdery
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Black. Oh.
That's pretty much the opposite of what I thought.
Just sparked my hands. It's like, oh, so yeah. Oh, what was that?
It's just a
It's just me going,
Barry's just- I just got a snap.
Oh, like
My
Josh
friend
earlier.
Barry.
Oh,
Upstairs, Josh.
yeah,
Me,
me.
Josh.
So what else is there? I mean, we're getting a little bit carried away here.
So we've done
yeah.
games.
We've done games.
We're just.
We've
Oh,
done a little
yeah,
bit of
we talked
telly.
Diablo.
Diablo.
Reaper of
Oh,
Flowers.
I kind of lost interest with Diablo 3 a long time ago.
I completed it once, just
Yeah.
for the fact of
I watched some
completing it
playthroughs,
once.
but I really enjoyed Diablo 2.
See,
And I
yeah,
really
so
enjoyed
did
the
I.
expansion packs for it and everything. And then after that, it was done for me, really.
Yeah,
Diablo 3 was an interesting idea to look at visually, but besides that, it was nothing.
I preferred the fighting style in Diablo 3 compared
It
to
was,
Diablo 2.
it was still very similar. It was still an isometric kind of combat system, kind of.
Well, you could only use 2 attacks, couldn't you? Whereas
Yeah.
Diablo, you had. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we've done games. Sorry to bring that back up. We've done games.
Well, we're on TV. Let's think about TV. I mean, because we don't generally try and stay up to date with this podcast because we
Just
generally are
anything.
too poor to stay up to date.
Yeah.
So I mean, when it comes to TV, recently all I've done is burn through Firefly and Serenity in the last like
It's
couple
so
of days.
good.
I
Real
need to
Housewives.
have a look at this.
Real House.
It is
Like,
really
I like.
That's all I'm
Nathan
allowed
Fillion.
on the telly
Pretty
because
cool.
of M.
So you've been watching Real Housewives.
Pretty much.
Great.
It's
Is that what you were
horrific.
watching earlier?
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
like-
afraid so. I
Well,
was
there was
watched-
you on the laptop, like, oh god.
Yeah.
It's just like.
What one? New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Yeah, with all the Italian Americans who still think they're
See,
Italian.
me and my girlfriend, she goes over into one corner with a laptop, puts her headphones in and watch the shit that she watches, and I'll go over somewhere else and watch my crap. Like, because she knows that like I don't want to watch what she watches, and I know that she doesn't want to watch what I watch.
Oh,
Unless
Em.
we're watching like American Horror Story or something, we can watch that together. But
Like,
just she'll
until
watch
I
Made
came
in
to this
Chelsea, and I'll be like,
house-
no.
Until I came to this
one
house.
every minute.
Yeah, I never
Ugh.
watched any trash TV. Like, it just wasn't done in my house. We don't
Yeah.
watch daytime TV.
Really?
Since I came here,
We
I
watch.
don't actually watch it. I just sit in the lounge while other people are watching it, and then normally I like have my laptop or I just talk over it.
What was
with
it?
other
Like,
people.
I came down. I just watched a couple of. I think it was
Goggle
episode
box
4.
Goggle box,
about
we were
watching
watching-
another
yeah.
shit program.
I
I'm
just
so
watched.
sorry.
I'd just been watching Firefly and I came
Yeah.
downstairs and they were watching Gogglebox about something else, which was just what was the TV show they were watching?
There was one.
It was about a bad. It was a TV show about a bad TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fucking
Oh,
hell!
it was like the whole thing of remarkable people, and there was like Hitler, and then this focus was on.
Oh, DNA. Oh.
Yeah, DNA. And it was all. But the bloke, he sounded like so like
It's
into
so
it.
enthusiastic
Yeah.
about
He was born
every
without a
single
personality.
topic.
How do
Yeah.
people find those mundane people to be on telly? The most dull members of public to talk about the most dull things that they do.
It
They just sit
completely
there every
contrasts
evening
that.
just going,
This
oh,
bloke
telly.
just came out of nowhere,
Oh, God.
and it was just he was boring, monotonous and just boring.
It contrasts with the amazing programs of the astronaut programs Live from
That
Space,
was
which
fucking
I mean, I
awesome.
watched when I was at home, and then since I was here, like nobody has been watching them, and so because I don't want to take over the TV, then. But yeah, when I went home and watched them with my dad, oh, so good, so good.
I'd
Something
not-
ISS,
no.
I think, yeah.
It's just the fact that
Ah,
you
the
can see the
International
floating
Space
like
Station.
Huh?
microphones
Yeah.
just pass one hand to the other. It's just like brilliant.
Well, yeah, and also all these like they kind of did little overviews of all the scientific experiments because most of what they're doing is just scientific experiments that are kind of sent up and they get through like so many a day, and they just kind of go through like, well, that's doing that and that's doing that, just everything.
Awesome. Oh. No, I need to check that out. I hadn't heard about that.
It's good. It is worth checking out.
I remember watching one when they went like the only mission up to what's the telescope?
Hubble?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hubble's longer. We're not going to
No,
catch
not
that.
Hubble. Sorry, I'm
It's
really,
like
yeah.
somebody's
That's what I
sending
was like,
missions out to
what?
Hubble. They're going to take as long as Hubble's been out to get there.
No, wait, isn't that
And
Voyager?
longer.
No,
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't that Voyager? Isn't Hubble the one
Hubble's
that...
seen a lot.
Yeah,
No,
it's,
Been out a long
it's
way.
the
I
one
know
that-
Voyager's been a long way, but there was a couple of Hubbles, wasn't there? I
there's
don't
one
even
that's
know.
currently leaving a
I
solar
don't
system.
know.
Leave it.
I thought that was a couple of years ago.
Well, there's
It
different
might be
kind of...
Voyager.
There's different definitions for the... Yeah.
No, I mean, like, it had left a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but people have different definitions for
But-
the end of the solar system. So,
Yeah,
like,
didn't they
depending
recently just discover another planet that's got the most ridiculous orbit ever?
On the, yeah.
Like, it makes Pluto's orbit look fucking tiny. It like fucks off somewhere, like for like
it joins another solar
5,000-6,000
system.
years or something, and then comes back again.
Hey guys, I've got any food.
Well, and it was one of the telescopes that was orbiting Earth, and
There's a lot of them.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
they had to replace one of the motherboards for it or something.
The thing that made it do the thing,
Yeah.
basically.
The lens.
And they went up there, and the easiest part was to remove this railing, and they take one off, it's fine. Take another one off, it's fine. Take another one off, it's fine. And they come to the last one, and they just grind it down. And they're like, "Well, that's fucked."
the screw thread just
The
goes.
screw just, and they're like, "So what do we do now?" So they spent like an hour and a half thinking how can we get that out? And they're like, "Right, get the tape." What? Just get the tape. Sellotape everything. Sellotape everything. Now pull it off. What? Done. Has anything happened? No. Good. Continue.
That's the problem.
Open it.
When it comes to physics
Take
in
it out.
space, that's just.
Put it in. Close it. That was it. They spent about 3 hours just in a
Jesus.
space.
Have you seen the engineer flowchart? Like, is it moving? Yes. Should it be moving? Yes. Good. No.
Yes, duct tape and WD-40. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
duct tape and WD-40.
Should it
If
be
it
moving?
should be
No,
moving but
duct
isn't,
tape.
then WD-40. If it shouldn't be moving but is, duct tape.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of how I've lived for a while.
I have WD-40 in my
Me
room.
too. I think I ran out
Well,
of duct
we've
tape. I've
sorted
got
out
masking
the squeaky
tape.
doors,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Double-sided
Josh,
tape.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Josh has recently discovered the wonder of WD-40. Now nobody knows when he's
Yeah.
leaving his room. And you
It's
know how he
amazing.
likes to sneak up on people.
My door used to sound like a
Fucking
kitten
freaked
when
the
I
fuck out of
opened
me the other
it.
day.
It's like.
Like,
You could hear ours.
Yeah.
I was like a cat that got trapped in it. Like,
Yeah.
ah! Good one. Ah! Horrible.
You like open the door at midnight, you're like, oh, I can't go out now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear this. It's gonna be pissing people off. Damn it.
I used to
Oh,
just have
it's
to
amazing.
plait my legs until morning if I need to pee.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
It's true though.
Okay.
It's okay, I can say it 'cause I'm just Dave.
Just
Yes,
stay,
Yeah, he plats his legs.
Other Dave.
doesn't Dave's door make a noise?
yeah.
Doesn't like.
Everybody's in the outdoor in this house. Everybody's got like their own kind of signature. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Does Dave still squeak? Is the important one because that means that he's the only one whose door
I
squeaks
think
now.
his does still squeak. It does like a little judder. It's like.
Well, you can
Mine,
tell
I have
Dave's
to-
coming out.
I
of
have
the
to
drink,
slam
you'll be
mine
like,
shut because I don't have anywhere to hang anything in here, and I need someone to put my towel. So I bent my radiator rack over the top of it, and so now I have to slam my door shut to get it closed. But I still put my towel, so I've got another one down
Shut.
there. Like, but yeah, it's just if you actually look at the door at the bottom of the frame, there's just these lines where it's just crushed the wood, and it's just I've completely fucked the door. But hopefully Jill doesn't look that high up. She's not that
She
tall.
can't.
She can't
She
see
can't,
the
she's
light.
too
Her neck
small.
doesn't bend that far.
It's like that myth
It's
that
like
dogs can't look up.
sunk into her body. It's like Batman.
Moda.
Hello.
Oh, I hope she doesn't listen to this podcast.
Who was the guy from Teenage Mutant? Was it Krang? What was the guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the body in his head? And
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah, Krang.
Speaking of films, have you seen what they've done? They've given them noses.
Was they?
I thought it
Yeah.
was lips.
Noses and lips.
Yeah, the lips look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're honest to
Literally,
God,
you know
it's just
they
like. Why do you need them?
You know how they used to have like that kind of
A
rounded
beak,
mold?
like a turtle does.
Like a turtle actually does. Instead they've just gotten it like a slightly squished, flattened human face with a
Yeah.
wide nose
Oh,
and lips,
God,
and it's so creepy.
But they are half human.
Yeah, but they're more
And the-
turtle.
The cartoons were exactly massively detailed.
No, but still,
Black
someone's.
face.
Yes.
Yeah, but someone's
What's the
done,
difference?
Like,
That one's
detailed-
orange. That one's red. That one's blue. And that
He
one's
uses
purple.
a sword. He's got a stick.
That
He's
one
got-
likes pizza. Oh, they all like pizza.
That was
one
a
likes
master.
to
He's a
party.
rat.
Yeah.
Was it Donatello who loved to party?
Donatello was the one.
Who's the clever? Was he? No, it was Leonardo. Oh.
Leonardo was the. clever
Michelangelo was the one who liked to party with the skateboard, wasn't he?
Which one was the
Yeah.
one who just kept eating? I mean, I know they all ate pizza, but
Raphael.
one kept
Raphael was the grumpy bastard.
one. Yeah, he just ate everything.
He was the
Yeah.
Red Ranger of the group.
Red.
Yeah, someone's done a CGI redesign of them more like
The
the
one that
original.
liked to party was the Black Ranger.
I remember I watched the original. What's it? Is it Day of the Dumpster, the first ever Power Ranger episode?
Oh.
And I watched it again not long ago because every now and then nostalgia takes. I used to have it on video. I used to watch it in my room. I watched it so much that the tracking was completely out and the tape was all warped and pulled and stretched. But every time the Black Ranger decides to battle or have a fight, he dances into the fight, and then this music playing. It's like bam, down, bam, down, down. It's like he like party dances his way into the fight, and he's like wearing like plaid trousers and
The
stuff. It's
dancer
like
to
oh
the
my
dance
god.
floor dance.
Yeah.
Oh, what was-
Amazing with
the one
Peter
you were
Kay. Oh dear.
No, that doesn't quite do it justice because that still has a flat nose, but like not like an actual
Did
nose.
you say they look like Shrek?
Little bit, yeah. Like a
I
kinda
thought
squishy
Fiona,
Shrek.
like Fiona from Shrek, but no, it looked.
What's the name of
just-
the guy who's doing it again?
Michael Bay.
Yeah.
I think. I found something recently talking about Shrek, which seems
Oh,
to.
Shrek is love,
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
What?
It's basically just like a Shrek rape fantasy
Yeah.
made in Gary's
You
mind.
have no idea. It's just applied to everything now.
Because the first time I found that was something similar to that was the Bros Team stream when they were talking about the Shrek fanfic. Kind
Oh
of thing.
gosh!
And they were playing, I think it was
I
Terror they were
covered him
playing.
in my spunk and it smelled of onions.
Restaurant becomes swamp.
Yeah.
So I'm having Shreks all over the restaurant.
You guys watch
So
some
good.
weird stuff.
Yeah.
Look, it's just the things on the internet, okay? That is
Oh
the
god,
new.
yeah.
That's brilliant.
It could have been worse, couldn't
It's so scary, though.
Raping your childhood. What?
They did go to slight extremes, but yeah, it is pretty scary.
I like
It's like
Someone's done a redesign,
That
but they
is
did
weird.
where they did a CGI version of the smooth
The thing
nose.
is-
They kind of took that and put the smooth nose on, and it looks so much better.
The thing is, everything now is slightly
Yeah.
scarier than it was when we were kids.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
has to be gritty. Everything has to be a series of browns. Everything-
Sepia.
yeah,
Yeah, like all the
everything's
games have to
sepia.
have bloom for realistic lighting.
And there's gotta be dirt somewhere and some dust and a bin bag
Can
in
you
the
imagine
wind.
if we actually went outside and we had bloom, like
Yeah.
just slightly bright?
Lens flare as you go outside.
Just,
That's
oh god!
That's something when I started watching Firefly, like every now and then you would notice a bit of lens
Yeah.
flare. You're like, does that really need to be there, Josh? Come on.
Can you imagine trying to get to college though? Just, oh god!
Lens flare.
Instead of talking about the weather, you just talk about how blinded you are.
Fucking hell. Thing is, I've got polarized sunglasses, so if I look at a screen, it brings up this weird spectrum over the top of it. Like if I'm trying to check my cash at an ATM or something, I just have this
Oh,
weird kind of
interference.
thing going on in front of my eyes.
Yeah,
like,
interference.
whoa, it's great.
it'd be like having like a kaleidoscope.
Well, it's just weird colours. I mean, it's just basically Polaroid. It's lots of very thin gaps,
Yeah.
and it splits the spectrum.
Because polarized light is, of course, when all the light oscillates in
Yeah.
different directions.
Got you.
Yeah.
Did you know that bees can actually see all different polarizations of light, so they can actually see, they can differentiate between them. They're really cool. Insectiles generally are just so cool.
Did you hear about is it the bees that in New York?
Mm.
They've been collecting like nectar from weird places, and you can get
Oh,
like
blue
blue
honey.
jelly, blue
Yeah.
honey. That's it. Blue honey.
Blue jelly?
Yeah, jelly. I was thinking of jelly. And
Jelly bees.
Yeah,
Oh,
jelly
yeah.
bees.
That would be amazing.
I want to see that. Jelly bees.
Yeah, so you say bees are like, oh yeah, they can see all these different colours and blah. They still can't tell the difference between a dandelion and like a yellow shirt.
No, it is true. It is true. But do you know which creature has the best eyes?
The
Goats.
Peacock.
Nope.
No, peacock.
The
shrimp.
mantis shrimp, yeah,
Mantis
peacock
shrimp.
mantis shrimp, and they can actually punch
Yes.
through a glass tank.
Yeah, they are amazing.
Are they the ones that can?
They're
There's-
fucking
They
awesome.
boil
wonderful,
water.
yeah.
Yeah.
With the,
Well, they don't boil it. They flick so fast that the water boils.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just-
which is how they can
Crazy.
break the glass.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I've
Like,
actually
if
been
I could be
researching that for my
reincarnated-
work.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
to
You're,
look
well,
at
you've
the
got lots of
colours.
things like crazy creatures in your work.
One of the things that used to be
Crab
so
wizard.
sad.
Crab wizard.
So
Yes,
sad
the
as
crab
well.
wizard.
You know how I,
That's amazing.
Oh god.
like almost to the point of tears was when I'd lie in bed like as a kid and I'd
I missed the first bit of that.
Oh,
It is. Lying in bed as a child, just crying yourself to sleep.
My God, what happened in your childhood?
No, because I suddenly, like, I realised by about the age of 8 that I'd never be able to see UV or infrared or any other colour than my visible spectrum now. And I was like, I'll never be able to see any new colours no matter how long I live. And that made me so sad. I can't explain why, but I tried to think of new colours. I was like, I just can't. And this makes me so sad.
Watch Avatar.
Yeah.
Why?
But there's still no new colours.
Well, there's new colours to you. Obviously, you'll never.
Prettier combinations
No,
of,
you
of the colours I've seen.
Yeah, she's not going to see anything that hasn't existed before. I mean,
What
Well,
is this?
yeah.
Blue? You call this a blue?
what is this? Someone called Avatar inventive? An original?
Fern Gully.
He's done something new. What?
I've never
Yeah,
seen
no,
that
but-
storyline before. Pocahontas.
Yeah, but no.
Tree sex.
Evil Dead.
Oh shit! Oh, that got really grim in the new version.
Tree.
I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, but the thorns,
new-
I just cringed. Just everywhere,
Oh,
just
yeah.
all
Because
over.
I really
cringe.
like the old ones because they're so funny. Like they're so bad, they're
Was it
hilarious.
just him?
You even see like the pipe in one of them coming out with all the blood gushing out. There's
Oh,
like
God,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
hose pipe.
Yeah, it's just
Little
shit.
worm.
Still
And then you watch
Hose pipe. It
watch
looks
the
like a
remakes of
rose.
these things,
Oh.
and you're just there like.
Yeah. It's like the when he's beating himself up with his hand.
Oh, that's
the,
fucking-
his
Yeah.
severed
Smashing
hand,
his
but
face.
it's just like
There's so many bad acting scenes when people's hands. And there's one in Star Trek, and there's just Kirk just like. There's just a gif of him just constantly slapping himself in the face. It was brilliant. Oh.
Wasn't
There's a
there a
lot of
Oh,
that.
gif
the
of
thing is
Patrick
every-
Stewart with like a fucking Tommy gun and he's shooting it?
Yeah,
He's
there's some
shooting
weird-
Bieber.
There's those weird Star Trek episodes where they go into the holodeck and like everything would just be really odd. They just thought, right, I don't want to watch a Star Trek episode this week. I'm going to do Sherlock Holmes. So they're going to go into the holodeck. And everybody's going to be characters in
Isn't
Sherlock
that a
Holmes.
thing?
they'll
if
travel
someone
back
yells
in
shout
time
out-
and it's a western.
Yeah. Because we can.
Yes.
We've been running for 12 seasons. We need something to do.
Isn't there a thing where if someone shouts Shatner, everyone has to immediately overact what they're doing? Shatner!
Awkward pauses.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Just got to
Hits
have
on
like
the
a
nearest
polyst-
woman,
gotta
except
find
not
it.
right now, actually.
a polystyrene rock just somewhere in the
Yeah.
room for when someone does. Just lob it at a man in a fish suit or something.
My dad used to have a polystyrene rock.
What?
Like when he was lodging with Alex, and he lived in the attic room. This is back when my lullaby was War of the Worlds, as narrated by Jeff Wayne. And I always
What, the one that
wondered-
made people kill themselves? 'Cause they
No,
thought
that
it
was,
was real.
that was the original radio broadcast because
Yeah.
they didn't realise that was back in the 1930s.
Yeah, they didn't realise that people would
Yeah.
take it seriously.
No, Jeff Wayne is the musical. That was my lullaby, but then the cover art is actually really quite disturbing. Like, it has crows pecking the flesh off the aliens.
Oh, those are cool. Like,
It's
the
really
artwork.
cool, but I was about 6 when I first saw them. I love them. I didn't
Yeah.
realise. It's probably contributed a lot to how fucked up I am. But, like, I
Yeah.
could probably trace everything back to this. But yeah, he had this polystyrene rock with a slot in it, and like about this thin and that long. And I
Give
know,
her a key.
no, but it turns out that he just kept it around for like my brother's 4th birthday party, where he reenacted like Arthur, and he got my brother to pull the sword out of the stone.
That's pretty cool.
But I just always wondered. I just assumed that he just really liked.
Why have you got a
rocks.
rock with a hole in it?
Ah!
I love rock.
You know that? You know that line in Prometheus where it's like, "I'm a journalist. I fucking love rocks." It's one of the best lines in the whole film.
Talking about one-lines, I have to say, Firefly has got some really good one-lines.
I swear by my
Sure,
pretty little
that's
bonnets that I will end you.
Oh, it's so good.
Have
Oh.
you seen Dr.
I
Horrible
swallowed
sing
a
along
bug.
the block? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen Dr. Horrible sing along
No,
the block?
somebody was, I think maybe it was you saying it before. Somebody was, no, it was Steve was telling me about it before.
Yeah,
I haven't
it's
got around
good.
to watching it.
It's about
Whatever
an
it is.
hour. It's about an hour. It's on
Stevens
YouTube.
here.
Is he here now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right now.
Oh.
What?
Well, he was
Why
meant
is
to
he-
be joining in, but he was late. Steve!
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 We've got about a quarter of an hour left, so we'll invite him in. Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Right,
Yeah, Dr. Horrible. I think my favourite line is kind of when he just goes to Dr. Horrible. It's like, it's curtains view. Lacy, gently wafting curtains. It's just,
Okay then, that's weird.
yeah, but it's just, I'm waiting until I have an arch nemesis. Or until the time comes at some point in my life when I may have to kill a man, and then I want to use that line.
but isn't like the evil guy a horse head? Or is it just a horse? Is it the
Don't-
horse?
I forgot what his name
What's
is.
his name?
Bad horse.
Bad horse.
An evil horse.
I am bad horse.
So it's
Nay.
an evil horse. What was his name again?
Bad horse.
No.
Feel the
Nay.
wrath of my hooves.
Brilliant.
Oh no, that pun didn't behoove you.
And
Change your behaviour.
And it's dead. And it's dead.
The puns or the phone? Because I'd say both right now.
Everything. Oh dear. Something funny to look up. Mr. Brown.
The song by Phone Sound?
30 years of hip hop history.
Mr.
I
Brown.
think it's Mr. Brown.
It sounds
Steve
like
has declined to join us
Oh.
for the time being. We haven't got long, so.
Does he know anyone else in this house? Is he just sitting there?
We sat with Nat and Emily watching Ren and Stimpy.
Can we go down? That sounds. I'm
Shortly.
in on that action.
Shortly, in the fort, like the leftovers of the fort in the living room. Just cushions and blankets everywhere.
They built a fort. Who built a fort?
Yeah, very much.
Hands up other day.
Did you see it on Facebook?
No.
Oh.
What?
Have you not seen? There's a picture going around like how to build the best fort.
No.
No.
Like it.
No,
it,
Natalie and I were just
it,
at Pets at Home and we saw like the pet beds and we were talking
I want
about
one of them.
yeah, literally, because you know how they basically have those like fleecy caves for pets to crawl
They're
into, and we
amazing.
want one that's an adult size, and then we were looking at each
Do you
other
know
like,
what? I
we
always
should just
thought
make a fort.
As a kid, like just basically just a giant bowl
Yes.
full of comfiness would be amazing. Just
They have those
just
at
a
Dunelm
giant
Mill.
duvet in a
Yeah.
bowl would be just incredible.
Padded, maybe fluffy, and with like a roof to go over the top,
Yeah, except for
and air holes.
oh yeah, that might be helpful. Except
Basically-
for when you sit up in the middle of the night, smack your head on the roof. Like your lid, for some reason, the lid on my bed was in the way when I sat
A
up.
soft lid, a fabric lid.
It's the soft fabric canopy lid.
So basically, putting a tent onto a trampoline.
Essentially, yes.
That's happened. It doesn't work.
No.
Because if you have three people, like and one person, you all just sort of roll into
Yeah.
the middle.
Ah.
So basically, if there's any like 13-year-old boys looking for future ways to pick up chicks,
Roll into one.
that is not how to do it.
As long as they're not practicing beforehand. Well, they could do.
Move
They
like a
could do
family
if they want.
bus.
13's a little bit awkward, but they could do if they want. Well, no, they couldn't, but
No.
To be
Well,
Like
fair,
legally,
inside
but that's why I
gaming,
said
it's just
for
the
future.
penises are just in between the thighs.
docking. just,
What?
just like
Into the...
That's why I said, oh
you've
god.
got to watch that
That's why I
episode.
said for future reference.
You've got to watch that episode. It's not gay because they just put their penis in between the other person's
What?
thighs. And
Yeah,
just,
it's just like scissoring.
well, I'll show you that
That
afterwards.
line is familiar,
No,
but why
I'm okay,
is it
thanks.
familiar?
No, it's just the
Um,
Inside Gaming guys doing the questions
what,
and answers.
scissoring?
But,
Oh,
South Park, but Inside Gaming would talk
Oh,
about
dear.
the whole... Yeah.
right. What else was there?
what have we done? Games.
We've done games.
TV.
We've done TV. Have we touched on film much? We talked about Memento. That's all we need to do.
There you go, Dave.
There you go, Dave.
Memento.
Memento.
Yeah, I'm not
it only
gonna.
took a memento.
Oh fuck it. Oh no.
Yay.
I think I made about 3 puns, and since Eleanor's put me on a pun limit of 3 per day, I think 3 per podcast is more than sufficient.
Jesus. Oh.
I think she would actually travel up to Hereford just to slap me if I didn't want her to. She's Welsh, I don't want to piss her off.
What's wrong with Welsh people?
You don't want to get on their bad side.
Bad side.
Oh no.
Sad.
Did you go there? Did you
I have
just
to
go
go
there?
there.
We're gonna have to wind this up, guys. This is getting bad.
That's what happens when you put Sam
Yeah.
and Emily in a room.
We're gonna have to sort out how we're gonna do
No,
next
it's
week.
okay.
But
I've finished my puns.
it's all right.
Thank
Yeah, so we'll think about what we're gonna what we're gonna do next week. Obviously, Emily's not gonna be here. Other Dave's not gonna be here. Dave 1's not gonna be here.
Other Dave.
Well, apparently
New Game of Thrones will be.
Yes.
Steve will not be.
I'll be here.
It'll just
you
be
will
you
be.
two.
Will you be?
I'll
You
be
three.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Maybe I'll get hold of some other people who might be around.
Yeah.
We never know. If we're going to do Game of Thrones, I'll get Tobias involved because he's a massive fan.
Cool.
When I return from my Easter break, like, will I still be able to join in if
Of
original
course,
Dave is
yeah.
there?
Yeah, we'll just mix up. We'll
Like,
mix
is
things
there
about.
going to be like?
I'm not going to do all of them probably, so we'll try and keep like a limit of about 4 people because otherwise, even today, it can get a bit over the top if there's too many people going all at once. So yeah.
Is it going to be like a Terran universe in the fabric of reality if there are 2 Daves?
Breaking the fourth wall.
Original Dave and other Dave in one room.
Oh,
Just have a monologue.
One of them considerably shorter and curvier than the other.
Just doing some fan fiction. Like,
Fan
God.
fiction?
Stop!
Why would
Stop!
you do that? Why?
Right, it's time to wind up.
Yeah.
Call it a day there.
Farewell.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week at some point, maybe, if I get this uploaded. We'll explain that.